What's going on, y'all? So, as I prepare to stretch this evening, the thought I had was like, why should y'all listen to me? Why should you listen to me? Like, who am I that I'm somebody that you should listen to on YouTube talking about stretching and strength training and how to eat and all that kind of stuff? So the reason why I was thinking about that is because I'm reminded every day about just the vast amount of information on YouTube, vast amount of information on, just the internet in particular, and it's just huge. It's like, I started this YouTube channel many years ago, like probably 2014, 15 or something like that, and I wasn't really posting much then. I can't remember why I started it, but anyhow, it's probably millions of channels, probably hundreds of thousands of new channels created every day, I can almost imagine. And, and I'll be the first to say, there's some of everything on there. There's some of everything on there. You have people of varying levels of experience, and you got some of everything out there. You have people who are talking about stuff, and some of their stuff may be accurate, some of it may not be, and the thought I had, I was like, why should anybody listen to me? Like, even also, I just kind of think about how so much of the internet is, it's like, how do you really know who to trust and what to trust? Because again, it's like literally the internet is so accessible. Anybody can kind of get on and start a YouTube channel or start a website, blog, or whatever, and say whatever they want to say. And even me myself, I'm one who I try to limit what I listen to. I try to limit what I watch. Sometimes just so I'm not on the internet so much, but then also just because, I know that some of the stuff on the internet is not necessarily the most reputable. There's stuff out there in the health and fitness world that encourage you to do stuff that'll hurt you, or at least stuff that won't really help you. But why should anybody listen to me? And to be honest, that's kind of part of something that you had to decide yourself. But what I will say is that my goal, this is like really the foundation of my own personal belief in about health and fitness and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm trying to really stretch this out. So this is my philosophy. And I recorded a video about this. Many months ago, I recorded a video about an experience I had in my childhood, where I basically watched somebody dying at my church at the time, and she had gone into cardiac arrest. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, but I understood later on that the lady had passed away from some heart problem. Had another person from the same church to die of a heart attack, and then I've known so many other people to die from heart attacks and similar kind of things, and they were maybe dealing with precipitating kind of or comorbidities like obesity and maybe diabetes and things. And so the moment I got around to understanding that a lot of this stuff was preventable, that really kind of was significant to me. That was a very big deal for me to really begin to understand. And so my true desire, the whole reason, because before I started a YouTube channel, I started a blog on it was WordPress.com. I started a free blog, and I mean it was lame. It was lame. But I started out of a desire, and like I felt like I need to do my part to kind of help empower people, um, and help them to understand that there's a whole lot that you can do on your own to take care of your body, where you don't have to rely on the medical system for everything. And so then I discontinued that blog, and then I went on to start another blog and did a podcast and was doing a newsletter and to an email list, and I've spoken at different places, senior centers, churches, done workout group classes, all these different kind of things. And it's always been motivated by my desire to do my part to empower people to not just be sitting ducks, when it comes to their health, and to do the basics. That's why it's called Back to Basics. But that's my motivation. So when you subscribe to Back to Basics Fitness with Shawn, just know this. I'm not like a professor with a doctorate degree or anything like that. My expertise is in other stuff, really. My degree is in engineering. But I am one who's been studying this stuff for a long time, and I'm really, really convinced that empowering people to do what they can for their own health is probably one of the best things that we can do. And if we really were serious about that as a country, then I believe it would turn all of our health statistics all the way around. I firmly believe that. And so my whole goal with this channel is to motivate you and people like you to take responsibility and responsibility of and control over your own health. And everything I do is toward that. Now, is it like the fanciest YouTube channel? No. Is it like are you gonna see me out there kind of like doing workouts with muscles bulging and all this kind of stuff everywhere? No. I like to work out, and I'll show y'all exercise stuff every now and then, because it is a fitness channel. But like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, like a professor. But anyway, this comes out of a real desire for me. And so my motivations for even doing a channel, I can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak for me. And it comes from a real place. Like, I really want to help people to get a better understanding of this stuff, but not just get a better understanding, but also see yourself not as somebody who is just helpless. See yourself as somebody who actually can take some real actions even now to to turn your health around. And so, if nothing else, when you watch me on YouTube, that's why I'm even showing you what it looks like to develop a habit of stretching, something that I've started and stopped many times over the years. But I knew if I recorded videos, then that was probably going to provide a certain level of accountability, and hopefully also motivate, one or two of you out there to do the same thing. And I do this, because I'm a firm believer that being flexible as you age is very valuable for helping you to keep mobile and able to kind of like, move around the way that you always have. And I also believe that it is a possible way, especially when it comes to trunk flexibility, to even improve blood pressure. Studies show that, so I try to even make sure I refer to studies. I have a lot of thoughts about, different things with health and what would be beneficial, but I try to even see, what the science says, as part of, good practice and whatnot. But anyway, I don't know if I really answered your question as to why you should listen to me, but just know that me doing this channel comes from a real place. I get tired of seeing people suffering unnecessarily. I get tired of seeing like how complicated being healthy has been made out to be. And yeah, there are some nuances. Like, there's a lot of there's a whole lot of stuff out there that does kind of make being healthy a little bit more complicated, but you can really take care of a whole lot of stuff if you just do the absolute basics, like getting sleep, like exercising substantially every day, eating well most of the time, having good quality relationships, stuff like that. If you do those things and you do those like really well, that takes care of a lot of it. Then you can kind of start to get into the nitty gritty details of like, should I take supplementation, or like how much like I don't know, different kind of exercise. How much high intensity exercise should I do, or should I drink green tea? Those little kind of nitty gritty details. Most of us aren't even really doing like the baseline stuff. So anyhow, for what it's worth, just know that if you listen to me, like I'm coming from a real place of really wanting to help people avoid stuff and to understand that you can do something about your own health. And so, if for no other reason, just know when you listen to me, that's really what I'm trying to encourage for you and others like you. So, um, that's all I got. Hopefully that speaks to somebody.
As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my bodyweight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/Shawn B2B Fitness today.